the only thing would be I wish I had moved out here sooner. Like I was 23, which
Hmm.
isn't super old, but like I wish I'd come out like um right after college, or excuse me, right after high school. Because the thing with trying to be an actor and trying to do comedy and stuff, it's I think that, sometimes if you want to go to like a classically trained school, if that's the type of acting you want to do, that's amazing. But I think you don't necessarily have to do that. I think part of it is just getting out into a place like New York or LA or now Atlanta, where there's so much going on and you can just start meeting people and connecting and taking classes that aren't through a college, and that you can literally just, because you're working with people that are actually doing it every day. You're taking
Yeah.
classes with casting directors that are always casting. I mean, some of the biggest opportunities I have were taking workshops with people and then being like, who are you? I've never met you before. You're funny. And I'm like, I don't know. I have no idea. No, I don't even have a manager. No one will talk to me. You know what I mean? It's like, because you're trying to figure out, and you're in a sea of people, and it's sometimes those connections and stuff are just so much more important than being like, well, like, I'll be honest, like I didn't graduate college because I couldn't afford to finish, and I just kind of was in a rut, and I didn't know what to do, and so I took time off and then moved out here. And I just, I think that if this is what you want to do, you find a way to make it work, and it doesn't mean you have to have a degree to, to be like, oh, now I'm an actor. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, one of the main reasons I started this show was to network, because I'm really bad. I'm really, really bad at it. Molly and I started the show together because we're both really bad at networking, and we would just talk to each other at parties and stuff, which is pointless. So we force people to be our friends for an hour on the show, and it's and yeah, I mean, yeah, just making those little connections like that is so vital. Like I didn't realize how vital it was, and I've had so many opportunities come up because of this show. And I mean, not everybody can start a podcast, but well, I guess technically you can.
I might be the only person without a podcast
I
in the
think,
fucking world right now.
yeah, especially after COVID. Yes, Jesus Christ.
Uh,
But yeah, you just got to find that thing that works for you to just meet other people. And God, I know as an introvert and talking to other introverts, I know how hard that is, because it sucks meeting other people and talking to other humans. I get it, other introverts, but it's just that how this universe works. So yeah, moving somewhere and just getting yourself out there is so crucial. No matter what you're doing in the arts, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's really good advice. And it's always, hindsight's 2020, that whole thing, and moving sooner. But like you said, you weren't like an ancient old woman or anything. But I guess maybe in Hollywood standards, maybe you were at 23. They're like, oh, she's already over the hill.
Oh God.
I mean, it's Hollywood. You know how those people are.
I-
But you got to hang out with Ice Cube, and who was in the Ice Cube, and who was it?
Is Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart. I mean, so clearly you made the right decision in your life because you got to hang out with them.
You want to know the funniest, the funniest part about that is that everyone's like, this is amazing. I can't believe you got to do this. Da, da, da. You know how I got that job? Literally, because I was non-union at the time. And my friend Leanne had, God, this poor girl has given me so many opportunities. I owe her a million things. She had done something else she had done like a quick spot for Lyft, because they were doing ones where like they'd cast people as like Lyft drivers to like do little like short videos for social media and stuff. And so she had already done it, and they were like, hey, we have this thing we need to do that has like a couple big names in it. Do you know somebody that is funny that would be good for this? That's like wouldn't like fangirl and just like be cool. And she's like, yeah, my friend Val would be great. And they just called me up and they're like, hey, you want to do this thing? And I was like, yeah. And then I showed up and I was like, wait, what? I was like, so it was so funny, because it's like, I didn't audition. Like, I just literally just got handed this thing, and it's just so bizarre. Like it's so weird.
Because of people you knew,
Yep.
and they trusted you, and vice versa, and that's the way she goes.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's really cool.